The San Antonio Spurs are the dumbest team in the history of professional basketball. And I don't say that lightly. They are the dumbest team in the history of professional basketball. What we all saw tonight as the San Antonio Spurs blew a 29-point lead, a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes to go. We watched a team completely implode. And just as easy as it might be to get a big lead as the Spurs got in the first half in a game they should have run away with, you can just as easily blow that type of game by continuing to play in the same fashion for which you got that lead. And we're going to talk about that right here. Welcome back to an edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez. Show my hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell, leave your comments. I appreciate y'all continued support of the channel. What I saw tonight in the New York Knicks 107-106 win over the San Antonio Spurs was nothing short of incredible. But it was incredible for so many reasons. And the main reason, more than anything, was that the San Antonio Spurs are a dumb basketball team. The NBA has had a change in how teams play. Through all the three-point shots, you don't run clock down on shot clocks. Everything is always in a rush. And at the end of the day, a team that scored 76 points at halftime finished the game with 106 points. Because for everything that they did in the first half that worked, those exact same things in the second half, and in particular the fourth quarter, just simply didn't. The Knicks trailed 95-75 with 9:33 to go. They trailed by 27 opening the second half. They got it down to 15 opening the fourth quarter. But 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter, they're down 20 again. And what they proceed to do during this quarter is give everyone and their mother an example in bad basketball. Don't believe me? We can start from the beginning of the freaking fourth quarter. The Spurs get the ball on a rebound with 11:47 to go in the fourth. They then turn the ball over. Victor Wembanyama blocks a shot. They grab a rebound, and they take a shot in 17 seconds. Okay, that's decent. Then they grab a rebound at 10:45, and Victor Wembanyama takes a shot in 4 seconds. 4 seconds. He grabs his own rebound, takes another shot 1 second later, grabs another rebound. He gets fouled. So they took 3 shots in 6 seconds, ran no time off the clock, and he makes one of 2 free throws. Now, when you combine all of these things together, and I heard this said on the post game by Charles Barkley, they could have literally taken a knee. No. Did I hit Michael Wilbon? Was it Michael Wilbon? One of these guys said they could have literally taken a knee for the entire quarter and not blown this game. Literally taking a knee. They outscored 32-16 in the fourth quarter. Now, you continue to look at everything. Rebound at 10:21, missed three-pointer at 10:10, 11 seconds. You still got 13 seconds on the shot clock. Rebound at 9:54, missed shot at 9:38. Rebound, offensive board, missed shot again, 9:36. Then another rebound, gets a putback. That's Wembanyama. Now you get a shot 8 seconds into the shot clock, 8:59. to 8:51. You get another one here where they get the ball, 8:43. Okay, that one they took a while. Then they get a steal, miss a shot. Everything was jump shots, by the way. They shot 8 straight threes in the fourth quarter. Even the shots that they hit were highly contested. De'Aaron Fox hit a three that was highly contested. Wemby hit a 22-footer that was highly contested. But this team took bad shot after bad shot in the fourth quarter. They did not attack the rim. They just kept on taking bad shots. A team that hit 14 of 26 from three in the first half went 3 of 17 in the second half. Live by the three, and you die by the three. And this is what has happened to the NBA as teams live and die by that shot. It can look spectacular in a half and then look horrendous for 24 minutes after the half. Happens all the time now. A 29-point lead being blown in the 1990s would never happen. Literally never happen. In the NBA, 20-point leads disappear like this on a nightly basis. And yes, even in the NBA Finals. Because once that steamroll and that a snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger, they don't have a way to stop it. Because they don't know how to play any other way. Because you have a 7'4" guy standing 28 feet from the basket, taking jump shots when his big fucking ass should be under the rim, dunking on people's heads. Even to the point where on the last shot of the game, Victor Wembanyama is guarding Jalen Brunson 30 feet from the rim, which allows OG Anunoby to go straight to the basket from the out of bounds and tip the ball in for the game winner. Why is Victor Wembanyama guarding Jalen Brunson? In what world? In what sense does that make? In fact, realistically, Jalen Brunson's shot was right on line. It was just short, but it was right on line. Looking at the continuation here of these stats, they shot with 14 seconds on the shot clock. They shot again. With 9 seconds on the shot clock. They shot again with 13 seconds on the shot clock. They shot again with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Like this is happening in the fourth quarter. Missed three-pointer, steal, missed three-pointer 4 seconds later. I mean, this is what happened in the fourth quarter. You can't make this shit up, people. This is what they did. De'Aaron Fox's 25-footer made it 102.95 with 4:11. And Alvarado hits a 2 to make it a 5-point game. Wembanyama hits that 17-footer. That makes it a 7-point game again. But again, they took that shot with 7 seconds left in the shot clock. Alvarado hits a 3. It's down to 4. De'Aaron Fox jacks up another bad 3. And then Brunson hits a 3 over right in fucking Wemby's face. De'Aaron Fox gets the steal. Then turns the ball over. Then Josh Hart misses a layup, which would have given the Knicks the lead. De'Aaron Fox gets the rebound. Wemby misses a pair of free throws with 1:47 to go. Brunson hits the game-leading shot on a crazy left-handed shot that bounced in from the front rim to the backboard back in the basket. And then Stephon Castle runs out of bounds. I mean, these are things that they played some of the dumbest basketball you ever seen in your life. Ever seen in your life. Like whether it's the turnovers, the rush shots, the bad usage of clock, you name it. And even then, they had a chance. Stephon Castle gets fouled by Josh Hart, who just completely forgot he was there. Did not box him out. He gets fouled. He goes to the free throw line. He makes both free throws. And then De'Aaron Fox commits what I think might be the dumbest play in the history of the NBA. It's one thing to criticize a college kid for making a pass when he should have just held the ball and taken the foul, as was the case with Caden Boozer with Duke this year in the Elite Eight when he made a pass. He probably should have just taken a foul. Not probably. He should have just taken the foul. Instead, he gets the ball stolen on the pass, and the Connecticut Huskies hit a three-point shot from 35 feet to win the game. De'Aaron Fox is a long-time pro. I mean, what, 7, 8, 9 years at this point? Something like that. And De'Aaron Fox gets a loose ball off of a miss, dribbles the ball down the floor, and instead of dribbling out the back door and bringing it back to half court and forcing more clock off and making them foul him so that he can shoot 2 free throws to give them at least give them a 3-point lead, which guarantees that they won't lose the game on a 3. De'Aaron Fox goes up for a layup, and OG Anunoby makes the play of the game prior to his next play of the game and blocks De'Aaron Fox's shot. The dumbest play in NBA history. A professional point guard lost. I'm going to hopefully give him the benefit of the doubt and say he lost track of time. Because at 14 seconds to go in the game, you do not take that shot. You dribble out the back door and you make them foul you. And you take 2 free throws and you hopefully make both. And instead, he gets his shot blocked, which sets up the final bucket by OG Anunoby on the tip ball. That said, they still had another chance to win. But once again, and the play was perfect. Karl Anthony Towns tips the inbounds pass, and Stephon Castle's unable to handle it because if he makes a good pass, Stephon Castle likely has a dunk on an out-of-bounds play. It's crazy that play continues to work in today's NBA, but it continues to work. And yet, if it wasn't for Karl Anthony Towns tipping that inbounds pass, the Spurs might have won that game, despite playing the dumbest fourth quarter ever. This team is dumb. It is soft. Victor Wembanyama is a pussy, bluntly a pussy. He's a pussy. And, you know, I should expect nothing less from a Frenchman. Don't take it personal. He's a pussy. This guy shot 9 of 25. He took 8 threes. Then is 7'4". The fact that he takes 8 threes makes me sick as a basketball fan. That is the problem in the NBA now. This team was 3 of 17 in the second half from 3. They did everything you can possibly do wrong in that fourth quarter. Everything. Now, Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby had monster games. Combined for 69 points. OG was 10 of 15, 7 of 9 from 3. Brunson goes 12 of 25 for 36, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, 7 assists, 5 boards. This is with Karl Anthony Towns picking up his second foul within the first minute of the game. It was unreal to see. And while the series is obviously not over yet, the Spurs can still potentially come back and win Game 5. My guess is that the Knicks finish this thing off in San Antonio and call it a day. Because the Spurs, the way they lost this game, might be the most embarrassing, pathetic way to lose a game that I've ever seen in my life. I listened to Michael Wilbon call this the dumbest basketball he's ever seen, and I agree. De'Aaron Fox's play alone may go down as the dumbest play in NBA history because it legitimately might have just cost the San Antonio Spurs a championship. Dead ass. Worst case, they're up 3. I'm sorry, worst case, they're still only up 1. But probably he makes at least one of those free throws. My guess is he probably makes both because he's a solid free throw shooter. And you never know from there, but the reality is that decision might have cost the Spurs a championship because they go back 2-2 to San Antonio. I'll tell you what, the Spurs probably win the championship because the Knicks would be reeling and falling apart. But man, this is what's happened to the NBA. This fourth quarter is what the NBA has become. Bad basketball. And you can play great as the Knicks did in the fourth quarter, but you also need your opponent to be bad. It's not just that you play great and the other team plays well. They have to be bad. And tonight, the Spurs in the fourth quarter, in the final 9:33, were horrible. They got outscored by 21 points in the final 9:33 of the game. I mean, yo. It's crazy. 95-75. The Knicks outscored them 32-11 the last 9:33. Bruh. What are y'all thoughts? Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.